What's up, foodies? Welcome back to the channel. If you're like me and love food, then you're in for a treat today. Literally. We're counting down the top 10 crazy food facts you never knew. Trust me, by the end of this video, your mind will be blown. Some of these facts are just ridiculous, honestly. You'll be wondering who let this happen. Get ready to impress your friends at the next pizza party with some fun food trivia. All right, let's dig in. All right, who doesn't love pizza, right? It's the ultimate comfort food, perfect for any occasion. Whether you're hanging out with friends, having a family dinner, or just treating yourself after a long day. Even a donkey wouldn't turn down a good pizza. Seriously, it's that universally loved. But would you be willing to drop $12,000 for one? That's just mental. Imagine the look on your face when you see that bill. It's enough to make anyone do a double take. Meet the Louis XIII pizza from Italy. This isn't just any pizza, it's a culinary masterpiece. This bad boy comes with organic buffalo mozzarella, Australian pink salt, 3 types of caviar, and that's just the beginning. And lobsters flown in from Norway. Yes, you heard that right, Norway. These aren't your average seafood toppings. Listen to me, for that price, those lobsters better be giving you a back massage too. I mean, what else could justify such an extravagant cost? Oh, and it takes 72 hours to prepare. That's 3 whole days of meticulous preparation. 72 hours? You could bake a whole donkey in that time. It's almost like they're slow cooking the anticipation. For $12,000, it better come with a personal chef and a new wardrobe, right? Maybe even throw in a luxury shopping spree while you're at it. Honestly, who are these cowboys charging this much for pizza? Get a grip. It's just pizza after all. But hey, if you've got the cash to burn, why not? Did you know that carrots weren't always orange? You heard me right. Those orange abominations you see in supermarkets weren't always the norm. Nope. In fact, the OG carrots were purple, red, yellow, even white. They sound absolutely delicious. So, why did we settle for that pedestrian orange? It wasn't until the 17th century that Dutch farmers cultivated them into the bright orange color we know today to honor the Royal House of Orange. Talk about sucking up to royalty, eh? Honestly, they should have stuck with the original colors. Much more appetizing. Here's a fact that will definitely ruin your day. Imagine a world without chocolate. Sounds like a nightmare, right? The world could actually run out of chocolate in the future. Yes, you heard that right. The sweet treat we all love might become a thing of the past. It's enough to make a grown man cry. Picture the heartbreak, the sorrow, the endless cravings left unsatisfied. Why? Because this planet's gone mad. That's why. Extreme weather conditions are wreaking havoc everywhere. Climate change and diseases are affecting cacao crops, making it harder and harder to grow the essential ingredient for chocolate. And scientists predict that by 2050, it could be super hard to find chocolate as we know it. Imagine walking into a store and finding empty shelves where chocolate used to be. Mark my words, people will be fighting in the streets over the last chocolate bar. It'll be absolute chaos. Picture scenes of people scrambling, desperate to get their hands on the last piece of chocolate. So enjoy your candy bars while you can. Savor every bite, because they might become as rare as gold. Yes, as rare as gold. Imagine trading chocolate like a precious commodity, something to be hoarded and cherished. And trust me, you don't want to be caught without chocolate. The anxiety, the stress, the sheer panic of a chocolate-less existence, it's a recipe for disaster. So stock up now and treasure every chocolate bar you have, because the future might be a lot less sweet. Chapter 4. You're eating beaver butt? Okay, brace yourselves for this one. This is going to be a wild ride. You might want to put down your food. This is a rough one. Trust me, you don't want to be eating while hearing this. Did you know that some foods have a flavoring that comes from, wait for it, beaver butts? Yes, you heard that correctly. You heard me right. Beaver butts. It's not a joke, it's a real thing. I know, it sounds crazy. It's actually insane. But it's true. Who woke up one day and thought, you know what this vanilla ice cream needs? A little beaver backside. It's mind-boggling, isn't it? It's called castoreum, and it's used as a natural vanilla flavoring. This substance is extracted from the castor sacs of beavers. Honestly, who needs natural flavoring that badly? It's hard to believe that this was ever considered a good idea. Don't freak out though, these days it's not as common. Thank God for that. Modern food science has moved on to other methods. But it was a thing for a long time. For decades, this was a part of the food industry. Just let that sink in for a minute. Imagine all the people who unknowingly consumed it. Beaver butt in your food. Madness. It's one of those facts that makes you question everything you know about food. Chapter 5. Pineapples try to eat you back. Ever felt a weird sensation on your tongue after eating pineapple? That's because pineapples contain an enzyme called bromelain, which actually breaks down proteins, like the ones in your tongue. So technically, when you're eating pineapple, it's trying to eat you back. Talk about a hostile fruit. Don't worry though, your saliva fights back, so it's totally safe to enjoy. But now you know why it feels funny. It's a constant battle in your mouth, and your saliva's winning. Chapter 6. Ketchup was once a medicine. Next up, ketchup. It's a fry's best friend, but did you know that ketchup used to be sold as medicine? Can you imagine that? Doctor, I've got a headache and my stomach is doing flip-flops. Well, just inject this ketchup directly into your veins and you'll be right as rain. In the 1830s, Dr. John Cook Bennett claimed that tomato ketchup could cure indigestion, diarrhea, and even jaundice. Honestly, what a load of rubbish. Next time someone asks for extra ketchup, just tell them they're taking their medicine. They'll look at you like you've got two heads. Okay, let's settle a debate that no one saw coming. Did you know that bananas are scientifically considered berries? But strawberries aren't? It's enough to make you question everything you thought you knew about fruit. It all has to do with how berries are classified. Apparently, strawberries don't meet the botanical criteria, but bananas do. Mind blown. Honestly, it's enough to make you want to give up on fruit altogether. Chapter 8. Honey never spoils. Here's a sweet fact. Honey is the only food that doesn't go bad. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are still edible after 3,000 years. That's older than your granny. That's right, honey could outlast all of us. It's practically immortal. So if you're ever looking for a survival food, you know what to stock up on. Forget beans and rice, honey's where it's at. Chapter 9. Cheese is as addictive as drugs. Ever wonder why you just can't stop eating pizza or mac and cheese? It turns out cheese contains a protein called casein, which releases opiates called casomorphins during digestion. They give your brain a feel-good signal that makes you want more, just like certain drugs do. Honestly, it's like the cheese mafia is pumping us full of addictive substances. Basically, you've been cheese addicted your whole life and didn't even know it. No wonder I can't resist a good cheese board. Chapter 10. The biggest food on Earth. Finally, we've reached the biggest food fact, literally. Did you know the largest food ever created was a giant pizza? We're talking 1,261.65 square meters, basically the size of 2 basketball courts. Now that's what I call a pizza party. It took 5 chefs and 48 hours to make this record-breaking pizza in Italy. And no surprise, it was made completely gluten-free. Because even when you're breaking world records with pizza, you've got to be inclusive. And there you have it, 10 crazy, mind-blowing food facts that you can drop at the next hangout. Just try not to gross anyone out with the beaver butt fact, yeah? Let me know in the comments, which one shocked you the most? And if you learned something new, hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content. We've got a whole load of food-related madness coming your way. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious, stay hungry, and for God's sake, stay away from the beaver butts.